This is my world, at least the way I see it. If you are happy with the current administration, please scroll on by. This is not the channel for you. If you are not happy and you want something to do about it, come on in, pull up a chair, get a pencil and a piece of paper, because we do give homework. And there is fam already in the lounge area. Hello, hello. Victoria says, good afternoon, everyone. I will be lurking today to get caught up on craft stuff and house stuff. Good luck to you. Chris says, all bad lurker here. Ginger ale in thermos. Hunter orange and camo Tunisian in the round. Michael pattern, my colors on hook. I can't wait to see it. Question, has Senate voted on SAVE Act yet? No, from my understanding. I'm on time. I was over at Reese's and I was putting together, Shorty and I were cleaning today. Well, decluttering. He had just gotten to the airports and showing all of the brouhaha at the airports. And I had put a link in the description. We were going to go over there. He shared one young lady who went 5 hours early. And I'm just going to tell you about it now because we're not going over it, because this young man came in just as I was leaving, and he said that Taco did it again. He's pulling ice out of the airports, and he is going to pay TSA. Round of applause for Taco. Because I was going to hammer him today because I am tired of this man. Thank you, Taco. So, but it's an entertaining clip, so I'm gonna leave it in there. The lady left home. Well, she got to the airport 5 hours ahead, and it took her all that time to get through the line. Her line shut down, and they said, "Stay here. We're going to get another line open for you." And she says, I'm just going to stand here until they open the line for me because I don't know what to do. And I'm sitting there going, okay, what if you have to go to the restroom? Are they going to have somebody stand in your spot so that you can go to the restroom and come back? Because I don't know about anybody else, but I cannot stand in the line for 5 hours and not have to go to the convenience. First of all, that early in the morning, I'm going to be drinking coffee. And what goes in has to come out. So, yeah, somebody going to have to do something. Oh, holy smokes. I got to go back to the top. But this Nightbot just pushed everybody forward. Raven. Holy smokes. Girlfriend, how you doing? I have missed the hell out of you. How are you? M to the G. Now let me go back up here and do what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm going to finish the story first. So she finally got through. Her plane was taking off, and she had to take the train over to her terminal. When she got to her terminal, her gate was at the other end of the terminal, and she says, I'm power walking. I am not going to be running through the terminal. She got there with like 10 minutes to spare, but then the plane was delayed. So then she came back on and she says, we flew all the way to New York, and they told us to turn around because they were shutting down the airport and we couldn't land. So I have been traveling for 12 hours only to end up where I started. And they said to try again on Tuesday. I said I'd be looking for a job in Atlanta because I wasn't going to go through all that. I was like, that is just craziness. And they, had pictures of all these ICE agents standing around. But the ICE agents were supposed to be filling in for the TSA agents Because, of course, TSA has been a month with no paycheck. They've got bills to pay. So they called in sick, and I, I'm speculating if they did last time. They called in sick at TSA so they could go work someplace else to earn money so they could pay their dadgum bills. Everybody's not like 47 and don't pay their bills. Some people pay their bills. But from what they were showing on the videos, TSA wasn't filling in anywhere. They had their pack mentality and they were all standing in clusters. I'm just saying. So, I got hair in my eye. So that was going to be our homework, to write to the Senate and tell them to defund TSA and do what they gotta do for defund ICE and do what they have to do for TSA. And Senate, I'm gonna play that one clip for you because it's so funny. I have to play it for you. Let me greet everybody, and we're going to go and do what we have to do. No, somebody asked that question over at Reese's, and nobody said yay or nay. I think it's still on the floor. Yeah, she's doing Tunisian. How rude. I am working on socks and winding up yarn. Sam, good morning. How are you? I'm glad you made it. I am glad you made it. Because we were all sitting over there going, I'm not flying. And you know me, if I have to drive, I'm gonna take the highway because if they're coming after me, they get to catch me. Hi, Chris. Yeah, that's your relaxation? Okay. Dinky Jen, hello, hello. Yeah, girl, I was just wait. There's a little bit more to it that upset me until the good news came around. Victoria says, I must be new to the terms, but what does Stockholm mean? Must be my Canadian brain. No, it's a thank you. Trump always chickens out. So whatever he says he's gonna do, just hang on. He'll change his mind. He'll chicken out. He'll do whatever. So no, you're there. I'm hanging in there, Raven. How you doing? Tea and cup and marinara pizza and chips meal. Ooh, I just saw a good pizza hack the other day. I think I'll do that for dinner. Dinky Jen. Listen, we just started and you're already talking about food. I've got cucumber water with a splash of Surex. Because Shorty is spending the week with me, and you know what happens. I'm going to end up sick. Thank you, Chris. I'm glad you're doing better. I am so happy to see you. Have you started crocheting again yet? Okay, I missed out on it, I guess, at the time that you guys, I mean, it was a blurb on somebody else's program. We don't mention it much. And if you don't follow that particular person, you wouldn't have heard it. It was really contained. I will call you after you're live to tell you where I've been. Okay. Okay. Let me call you because Shorty's here. Hi, Roberta. How you doing? Good to see you. Is this a big... What isn't? We haven't had a good thing yet. Not yet. And I had just said when she said they went to New York and they closed the airport, I said I would have been calling AOC and Mandani and Hakeem Jeffries and everybody else whose name would come up during the conversation. I would be calling everybody and telling them, you need to get on your job because this is ridiculous. Defund cold people. and they not trained to do TSA jobs. That part, they were saying that they were trying to uh, privatize TSA. So their argument would have been, well, the TSA agents aren't coming to work, and we have to have safe airports. So we're just going to put DHS in charge of that, or a private company, because TSA is not coming to work. TSA has bills to pay. Victoria made a mini sausage roll for dinner and drinking lemon water with ginger ale chaser. Thinking, yeah, okay. Taco Tuesday, take a challenge on. Used to be Juan saying, but those days have gone, and we have whip challenges now. I was over there last night. I saw him talking about his whip challenges, and then I was kind of like, Juan, whip doesn't work for Tuesday. You gotta call it something else if you're gonna do it on a Tuesday. Darcia, welcome in. Good to see you, girl. You're not that late. You're doing very well. Life happens. Roberta made a chickpea mock chicken salad with a big garden salad. You made a chickpea mock chicken salad. That sounds interesting. I don't think I would think of it as a chicken salad, but that sounds interesting. Kelly made a chicken salad or a tuna salad, one of the two, out of jackfruit. And I tried it, and I was like, no, that's not good. I cannot do jackfruit. That's fine. I'll wait for you to call. Me seeing you guys, Shorty. Thank you. Yeah, Shorty's on spring break this week. I gave her an assignment to do while I'm live. We'll see if she does it. But let's see. Let me go back to. I guess I didn't. I just silenced you. Oh, of course I started my live and everybody woke up and said, "Oh, I gotta tell VJ." No, you can't do that while I'm live. Give me un momento, por favor. I got to silence this thing so we can have a decent chat. Okay, carry on. What's going on in everybody's state? Raven, what's happening in your neck of the woods? Since you haven't been here, what's happening down there? We're trying to get our peoples to do what they're supposed to do. And, I'm not throwing up my hands, but it's hard since I'm in a red state. I'm in a blue city in a red state, and I'm a little black woman in a big silver box. It's pitiful. I'm trying to find my bookmark didn't stay marked. It moved. Oh, technology, when it works, it's good, and when it doesn't, it doesn't. I had to go to YouTube to find out how to take the pen off my phone because it was irritating me. I said, I'm home, I'm alone. My phone does not have to be locked from me. Especially since I play my phone at night. I can't be sitting there putting in the pen while I'm trying not to wake up. Talk amongst yourself for a minute. I lost my spot. And then we know ICE detained that lady in San Francisco, I believe. And they were very rude about it. Poor lady's holding on to the table, and they're just trying to drag her off and unpry her fingers. Don't mind me, I'm going to be frowning for a minute because I cannot see. I cannot see. I can't believe I lost the clip. Well, let me catch up with the chat and then I will go back on the hunt for the clip. I'll just do double duty. This is crazy. Because, of course, I can't play the whole live. Reese was talking about he'd be ready to throw hands. Oh, man. I'm sorry. This is frustrating. Anyway, back to the live. Okay, Dinky Jen. Let me go back. Okay, Roberta says it does taste a lot like chicken with the right seasoning. Really? Raven says, I don't know because I've been in appointments and at home. Okay. Victoria says, upside is I get to attend bar this weekend for a friend's dinner theater thing. So get to make some money for 3 nights. Do you know all of the drink concoctions or do you have a little booklet you take with you? Poor lady was trying to self-deport. A-holes won't let people leave. It would be one thing if she was coming into the country. She was trying to leave. Jesus. It'll be fun. First time behind the bar this time. Okay. The orange guy told GOP not to compromise with the Democrats on getting TSA back to work. Yeah, he did. That's what I was going to show. Senator Kennedy was talking about that, and he said that they had gotten a bill together. They sent the bill to him, and he said, "Don't negotiate with the Democrats." That was the clip that I lost. Darcy, about 20 minutes ago, he was saying he might pull ICE out of the airports now. Yeah, he said he was going to pull ICE out of the airports and he was going to pay TSA. Thankfully, it's just red or white wine or beer or pop. Oh, okay, yay, you're not going to be overly challenged. You're not going to be overly challenged. Let me see if I can just Google him. It might be easier. See if I can get a clip. Yeah, it's all over the internet. I just can't get the clip. Oh, how frustrating. There we go. Okay. Pause. How come I can't get to the beginning of the
They
video?
must accept their offer.
Okay, hold on. Oh, Lord. Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. Yeah, we had just talked about that, Darcia. I don't know if you were here then. Okay, I don't know how much of this we've missed because I can't back up for whatever reason here, but.
And then at the same time, we would offer a bill for reconciliation where we don't need any Democratic votes to do whatever we wanted to do with ICE. And that way we're out of the shutdown and DHS is back open. We submitted that, Senator Bethune submitted that to President Trump, as is his right. He said no deals with the Democrats. It would have worked. We could have had TSA paid by the end of the week, but the president said no deal. The Democrats have offered to open up everything but ICE. Ted and I said, okay, let's accept their offer. And then at the same time, we would offer a bill for reconciliation where we don't need any Democratic votes to do whatever we wanted to do with ICE. And that way we're out of the shutdown and DHS is back open. We submitted that, Senator Bethune submitted that to President Trump, as is his right. He said no deals with the Democrats. It would have worked. We could have had TSA paid by the end of the week, but the president said no deal. The Democrats have offered to open up everything but ICE. Ted and I said, okay, let's accept their offer. And then at the same time, we would offer.
I couldn't figure out how to get out of it. I made it. 47 said no deals with the Democrats. I want to do it my way. How petty. I mean, how absolute petty. Yeah, Darcia. ICE is here in Atlanta airport to help with the backup. Protesters told ICE to go home. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Ladies spent 12 hours traveling and ended back at Atlanta because New York closed their airport. I think the air crash in New York City may have something to do with it. I thought the crash was in Florida. Was there one in New York City as well? I saw that air crash accident. What have you been working on? I have, we've been doing a fundraiser for chondrosarcoma, and I got the last of the yarn and hooks in the mail and at the UPS store yesterday. So that's what I've been busy doing and decluttering my house. Darcia said, Roberta, I know, and now he's trying to figure out how to stop the war and pull out the troops. They said he shouldn't have went in the first place. Yeah. He could send ICE over there. Roberta says, yes, Darcia, but Fort Bragg just deployed, so it's again a cluster. No, they didn't. Oh my gosh. Darcia says, Roberta, I was thinking the same thing with that crash in New York. Darcia says they need to pay them all of the, oh, they're supposed to. They're supposed to. Roberta says the Canadian flight that hit the fire truck was at LaGuardia. He hit a fire truck? Jen says, I saw an air crash yesterday. Was that the one? Raven says, BJ, want to make some more squares? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I saw a lady making one last night, and I was like, nope, sorry. No, thank you. Appreciate you. No. I'm done, but thank you for asking. Thank you so much for asking, but yeah, no. No. Susan, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. How are you? Oh, hold on. Yes, it's beyond cluster. We passed cluster last year. I'm going into the UPS store now. It was LaGuardia in New York. Okay, thank you, Susan, and good luck at the UPS store. 2 pilots died. Several passengers were injured. OMG. Oh, no, no, no. Oh. That poor ATC guy. Oh, my gosh. I thought that would make you like, girl, I was traumatized. I'm traumatized by that bag. Jen says the fire truck was attending another plane. Going in with the package now. Yay. We did good. We did good. When Charlie goes home, I'm going to start adding up the money. Yay. Well, I've already started, but I've only gotten up to $788. I got lots more to do. It's all good fun, though. Let me get the other clip. Because 47 has canceled, I believe, all of his meetings for the week. And everybody is speculating why. I'm so tired of him. I can't believe he's still in office. I really can't. I am so flippin' tired of him. Okay. This one started. You know how I like Christina, but we're not going to do we're going to do the whole thing because it's only like 3 to 5 minutes. And she is so entertaining. I love me some Christina. Put your fingers in your ears if you don't like curse words, because she's a little irritated with she calls it an orange buffoon. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to blow her up for you. There is.
To fuck this place where it's clear to see the big backbone spread biffity B, the pedo in chief, is manipulating markets, baby, when he came out to say that he was in talks with Iran the other day and everything's gonna be okay. We watched the market jump 900 points today, but now that we know the truth, that the orange dude wasn't talking to Iran, boo, be prepared and have your neck brace because you're gonna need to wear that particular medical device today. Because the markets are going to continue to fluctuate. I mean, baby, not only can you not afford gasoline in your car tank today, but also he's just wasting the money of the US of A. Doing dumb shit, like this particular play, where his administration is going to pay $1 billion to an energy giant to cancel wind farms. In exchange, the French company Total Energies would invest in oil and natural gas projects in Texas and elsewhere. Under the unusual deal, Total Energies would forfeit its leases in the federal waters for 2 wind farms, which would have been built off of New York and North Carolina. The Justice Department would then reimburse Total Energies $928 million, the amount it paid for the leases during the Biden administration. The deal is an extraordinary transfer of taxpayer dollars to a foreign company for the purpose of boosting the production of fossil fuels, a main driver of climate change, while throttling offshore wind power. It comes as the war in the Middle East has shocked global markets, prompting concerns about energy supplies. So why not double down on dumb today, since we can see being reliant on fossil fuels, a dying industry, isn't really going our way. But either way, that tax money you paid to bring renewable energy here so you wouldn't have to worry about oil and a war over there, yeah, that orange hoe and his administration said, oh fucking no. We're gonna force this French company to bend the fucking knee and not care about climate change today, and we're gonna use the taxpayer money to do it, honey. But y'all just keep letting him manipulate the markets and shit while the rich get richer. so they can fly across the globe to islands everywhere and ranches too, and, play with our children, boo. Because that's what really matters to the red hat out in the street, that pedophiles and the elite get to be free.
I had not heard that he had scuttled the French deal and was going to have them do fossil fuels. I know he was always talking about the windmills were killing the birds and the windmills were da 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 and the windmills. He's got $1 billion to give to France. But we don't have money for Medicare, Medicaid, food stamps, WIC, take care of America First people. But we got $1 billion for France. And we won't have sustainable fuel, and we will have bad air because he has sliced OSHA and all of the regulatory systems, because Doge came in and did that because the muskrat kept getting too many sanctions. So he just got rid of the EPA and all of that. Prayers for the, yes, prayers for, that's horrible. Victoria says he's expecting backlash from all the crap he's spreading around. This is not his first rodeo. While all this is going on, he's at Graceland. How is he at Graceland when he canceled his speeches and he canceled his trip to Mar-a-Lago? But he's at Graceland. Oh, child. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm conflicted. My brother, a pilot, but also a MAGA. Please pray for resolution for me. Oh, baby. Just put him in the Lord's hands and pray over him. That's all you can do. Just pray over him. Oh my gosh, that's hard. That's hard. That's like the war between the states. Right. He's a fan of Elvis, a man who would never have anything to do with someone like him. Oh, and Elvis enlisted and went to war. He didn't have any bone spurs. Did I say that out loud? Not one word from him about it, but he took the time to send out hate about Mueller, and wore a baseball cap when he received those 6 soldiers. You don't wear anything on your head at a solemn occasion like that. VJ, now you know he is trying to stay in office because he knows he's going to jail. Excuse me, Father. He's not going to live long enough to go to jail. He's not going to live long enough to stay in office. And he knows he's not going to be able to stay in office. That's why they're trying to do this SAVE Act. And that's why they played that game with Jasmine Crockett. They knew that was wrong. The judge told them that was wrong. And they did it. They went to another judge, and he's like, oh, okay, fine. Go ahead. Just put those ballots off to the side. He knows he can't win if we get a blue tsunami, and we're doing our best for a blue tsunami. Yeah, you just pray over him. Put him in the hands of the Lord and let God handle it, because, yeah. But a lot of MAGAs are jumping ship. Yes, he did. You love this women's chit chat. We got to get these, behind every good man, there's a strong woman. Because, the men, the men have the X and the Y chromosome. And that Y chromosome is shorter. So they're working with a crooked chromosome. They can't be balanced when they got one long one and one short one. It takes the women with the two long chromosomes to make them do right. They're genetically flawed. Windmills are killing the whales. And nobody can see how thoroughly insane that is. It's like the remember the emperor's new clothes, and everybody told him how pretty it was until the little child came up and said, "Why is he naked?" Everybody saying, "Yes, Mr. President. Yes, Mr. President. Yes, Mr. President," and nobody's saying, "You can't do that, you jackass." I don't get it. I don't get it. Like the lady said in the clip that we saw when we first started doing this, stop bending over and stand up and do your job. Sam and the birds, and gives you cancer. No, it's drilling that gives you cancer. And being in the coal mines give you black lung. But he doesn't care about the working class as long as his billionaire buddies can keep getting more. They're just greedy. More, more, and more. And the way he was talking, it sounded like he doesn't know it. I haven't listened to him lately because he just makes me cringe. I'm so tired of him. I am so tired. I feel about him like I used to feel about my ex-husband. He's just a buzzard. He's just a buzzard. I cannot stand him. I cannot stand him. It was bad enough when he was 45. Now he's back here as 47, and it is beyond painful. Raven says, I wouldn't want to be him when the Lord comes back. He has a lot of explaining to do. Honey. Well, he already said he's not going to heaven. He's already said that. Like, I'm not going to heaven. Least ways I don't think I am. Some of you might, but I don't think I'm going to heaven. I'm sitting there going, you know yourself, don't you? Roberta says, I saw a meme of him at the pearly gates. They were locked, and Jesus is saying, how do you like our wall? Oh, I like that. Oh, that's horrible, but I like that. Oh my gosh. I love that. Chris says, except in Washington, D.C., all bad on MAGA side. Who was that? That guy on CNN that's always doing all the stats and the polls, and he's talking about among MAGAs, Trump has a 100% rating. I said, yeah, for the 45 people who are still a fan of his, he's got a 100% rating. But the rest of the people say, no way, Jose. Yeah, girl, buzzard. That's what I used to call my ex-husband. He was a buzzard. I had little children, and there were certain things I would not say in front of my children, so he got called a buzzard. I can't stand him. I cannot stand him. Michael, baby, how you doing? I will just be reincarnated as a skein of yarn or a Tunisian hook. How about a skein of yarn with a Tunisian hook? And you can place that hook wherever you want it to go. How are you and Panda? I'm so sick of this little orange fool. I don't know what to do, Michael. I don't know what to do. And keep writing letters. But I've got Hawley and I've got Schmidt. I don't have a hope or a prayer. Thank goodness I have Wesley Bell, but he's a freshman congressman. Ooh, child. And now they want to promote John Wayne, whatever the hell his name is, Billy Bob John. That fool from Oklahoma who used to be an MMA fighter. who broke that soldier's arm. We're just going from bad to worse. We just jumped out of the frying pan and into the fire. And he's going through his Senate hearings now, I do believe. And you know they're going to pass him. They passed Dr. Oz and Janine Pirro. They're going to pass him. Raven's laughing. I like that about the pearly gates being a wall. I do too. That's special. I love that buzzer. I feel like I'm back in that place. Only this one, I can't go no contact. I got very good at making an exit. When he showed up, I left. You want the kids? Okay, here they are. Call me when you're ready for me to come back and get them. I got something to do. Michael said, doing better, sort of. Light at the end of the tunnel. Surgery date is April the 30th for replacement spinal cord stimulator surgery. They got to replace it? Oh, baby. You and Mikey are going at the same time. Oh, Lord. My Michael and my Mikey. I'm so sorry, baby. I'm going to pray for you. At least you got a diagnosis and you got an end in sight. And, yeah, we're gonna hold a positive thought over the lights at the end of the tunnel. And it'd be all good. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Vote regardless of who's there. Well, you know how I feel about it, Chris. Vote blue. I don't care who's on the ticket. Vote blue. And once we get the majority, then we can vote out the bad blue. Because there are some blue, Three Stooges, I want to take their heads and whack them together. Oh, yeah, I'm going to. But see, I voted against Hawley. And he still got in because he's a good old boy and he was down there at the Lake of the Ozarks with all the other good old boys. Michael says hi and hugs all. Michael, Chris is doing one of your Tunisian patterns now. She told me she would be lurking because she's working on Michael's pattern. Told you. Told you. Help me. Help me. Oh. Oh. If they swear him in as the secretary, whatever the hell he is, of DHS, then his Senate seat is open. We can put another blue in the Senate. Who's blue in Oregon? Dinky Jen, it's gonna be painful, but it'll be a better pain. It'll be a better pain. It'll be a pain before the goodness. Yes, and a speedy recovery. No, not a speedy recovery, because the last time he got up doing what he wasn't supposed to do, he broke his leg. You sit down, mister, and do what you're supposed to do. I'm gonna have to have a talk with Panda. Michael says, Darcia, that's why I've been filming up a storm. Keep my mind busy off the pain and for the recovery phase. And she loves your Tunisian patterns. Roberta says, I know his name, but I keep calling him John Wayne Casey. Is it Mark Wayne? I want to call him Mark Wayne Mulligan, and that doesn't sound right either. Who is the new secretary? We make up so many names that we can't remember the right ones. That is not how you spell secretary. Girl, please. Secretary. I can't type and talk. Well, I was close. It was Mark Wayne Mullen, not Milligan, Mullen. I finally got the Mark Wayne part right. Okay, so he's from Oklahoma. Yeah, oh, it is Secretary. Listen to me. I remember something. Was confirmed and President Trump swore in. Oh, he didn't have to wait 51 days to be sworn in as the new Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security. He was a former senator and House representative, took the oath in the Oval Office. So they're going to have a special election, but who's in the running? Okay, who is we want Democrat. Who is the Democrat? I know I should put this on the screen, but I want you to see how many times I have to correct this because my typing is not what it used to be. I used to be able to type very well. I used to be able to do a lot of things very well. Okay, let's see where we're going here. There is no widely reported Democratic candidate. The current known candidate is Republican Representative Kevin Hern. They're going to have a special election. Oh, Jesus. What? Can we get a Democrat, please? Alan Armstrong, an oil and gas executive, has been appointed. Has been appointed what? Tell me the rest of it. Governor Kevin Stitt names replacement for Mark Ring. Oh, we're not going to have a special election. We're just going to do it? Okay. We don't know who. Well, I'll come back to that. But in January, they said Democrat Jim Priest was entering the race for the U.S. Senate. I don't know anything about him. Nikila Jasmine Thomas is running for Mark Wayne's seat. Spoke to OU College Democrats. Oh, baby, are you a Democrat? Okay. You're going to have to give me a lesson on how to pronounce your name, but okay. They know we want a Democrat, so who did he pick? Where is, did you all come over with me? Oh, look at you all following me. Thank you. Oh, so Alan Armstrong. Oh, so he's got the seat. He doesn't have to run for it. Oh, please. Oh, the governor's a Republican.
Safe Flight Repair, Safe Flight Replace.
Ooh, that's rough. At least with Safe
I
Flight, you can
said
get that
pause.
fixed.
Stitt, who made the announcement during press conference on Tuesday, described Armstrong in a post on X as a proud third-generation Oklahoman, staunch conservative, respected business leader, and a devoted family man with an inspiring American dream story. As we used to say when I was in high school, gag me with a spoon. Ooh, child. Yeah, if that Jasmine person wants to run, I'm all behind her. Because, the good old boys. What did they say about meritocracy? He's from Oklahoma. The governor appoints the interim, and they have I just call him broke Marines. You're like, I will help the campus police. Ain't anybody tell you to do all that. Wasn't he the one who was pushing the 10 Commandments in Oklahoma school? No, that was the county commissioner, school board president. Or was he a principal? The one who bought all those Trump Bibles? Oh, she says yes. Pushing all that while he had 3 affairs. Do as I say, not as I do. And was he the one that had porn going on the TV behind him and he was in a Zoom meeting? Is that the same one? No worries, sweetie. In my 48, almost 49 years, I have been called Michelle plenty of times. I went to 8th grade with a family from France. And I was very surprised. Well, I was introduced to the family, and they had twins in my grade. And I was introduced to them as Marta and Michael. And I was very surprised when their mother came to school and she was asking for Michelle. And I was like, you've got a Marta and a Michael. Who's Michelle? And they said, oh, they call him Michelle at home. And I'm like, oh, okay. You were drafted when you were 8 as Robert A. My mom took me to the recruiter. Imagine the look on the faces. You mean 18, right? You weren't 8 being drafted. You were 18, right? Don't mess with me, Roberta. Michael says if Trump runs from a 3rd term, we know he can't. But when he does, he never listens. Then Obama needs to run for a 3rd term, too. They put a loophole in that, Michael. They said in the bill that they were trying to pass, that everybody said, no, you can't do that. It's not constitutional. He said that you could only run for a 3rd term if you did not have 2 consecutive terms. So since Biden came in between his 2 terms, that would mean he could run for a 3rd term, but Obama, who had 2 consecutive terms, would be ineligible to run. Yeah. Subtle little difference, and somebody thought about that because he's not that bright. Michael, that's not one of my worries. I don't think he'll make it that long. That's what I said earlier. I don't think he makes it. But then there is evil lives forever. That's true too. But they already said that Shady was not going to run in 28 because he's got the stink of the Iranian war on him. And somebody said today, I forgot who I was listening to, said that he wasn't going to run because they had to take time out for the new baby. And it was pointed out that this would be their 4th child and they have nannies. So they have somebody to take care of their new baby. But the taint has stuck. True, but I think his contract is coming due. He's got problems. Those cankles are not there for no reason. His hand is not. With the type of bruising that he has on his hands, that's from needles. So they are either injecting medication or he's getting a lot of blood tests done. But those bruises on the back of his hands, I had a lot of patients like that. You were 8 when they drafted you and a girl. Oh, Lord. Your mother, how many brothers did you have? But Trump says this is his third term since he says he lost 2020. Oh, help me, Jesus. They're going to have so much fun in 2028 when we get a new DOJ and they start prosecuting all of these buzzards. Oh, we're going to have fun. Yeah, his hand, those appeared 3 weeks before Queen Elizabeth checked out of this world. And she had a bruise on the back of her hand as well. Now, see, if he were, they would either put in a PICC line or a port. They would not keep trying to put that in through the veins on the back of his hand, because at one point in time those veins are just going to give out. And you had no brothers. OMG. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm glad you survived. I'm glad you survived. So our homework for today is to write to our senators and tell them, I do not pay taxes for you to cancel the windmills, and you're paying France to do the oil. That's forget about climate change. Think about everybody's health. And they were doing something good. You're gonna take us out of the future, and that's where the title came from. You're gonna take us out of the future with windmills and solar power and everything that we're trying to do to become eco-friendly, and you're going to take us back into the pumps and the mines and everything that we've already said A, is not good for the country, B, is not good for the people. Oh, but come to think about it, the people doing those types of jobs are a little bit lower on the rung. And if they get sick and pass away, it's Darwinism at its best, survival of the fittest. You're getting rid of the sick and the elderly and the poor. You think everybody's going to be a fat cat. He doesn't want a port. They would show. It wouldn't show under his suit. It wouldn't, because he's got the shirt and the vest. It wouldn't show under his suit. It wouldn't show under his suit. There is a rumor that he has skin cancer, which explains the red rash on his neck. Could be an anti-cancer cream, which causes redness, etc. It was rough, girl. Also heard that the medication he would need to take for skin cancer would mean he has to be kept out of the sun. Might explain the hat and lack of golf of late. He hasn't been golfing lately? We might get some money then. Sam, I had that rash with the last experimental chemo. I didn't have a rash. My fingernails turned black and my toenails turned black. Chris, and it tried to kill my left lung. Excuse me. And Chris says, I think he has undiagnosed. If it's in the end stage, it's not treatable. If it's in the end stage, it's not. And that's what's wrong with them because it goes to the brain. Chris, you're a genius. Because the end stage goes through the nervous system and into the brain and all that. Oh, Lord. Look. I love it. Thank you all for spending this last hour with me. Oh, I forgot to see if Ola Joe is live. Does anybody know if Ola Joe's live or do we have to go and look? She is no longer going live on her Ola Joe the Crow. Oh, that's right. She's not going live on Ola Joe the Crocheting Sailor. She's going live on, what is it? Ola Joe's Poop Deck, Pirate Deck, Somebody's Deck. Ooh, child. Help me out, Chris. I know you and Dinky Jen remember. Because she's trying to get that new channel. Yep. There is Ola Joe's Pilot House. Hold on, let me get the link. Thank you all so very much. Hold on, Andrea. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, we're going to do a fade over to Ola Joe's Pilot House. Control V, girl. Ooh, child. Thank you all so much for being here, and thank you for keeping up with me. And there's hope for us. There's hope for us if we can get these people together. Love, hugs, and kisses to you all. See. If it was dormant, she didn't know about it because it goes deep and it goes dormant, and it's later that it comes back. So she may not have known. She may not have known. Yeah, it's a wicked disease. It really is. It's wicked. So thank you all so much, and I will see you all over at Andrea's house. Hugs and smooches, everybody. Bye bye. Okay, Raven. Thank you, babe.